Hi, Wayne. Can I get a hug? Thank you. The readings we heard today are perhaps a little bit outside of our experience. If we heard people saying that they saw visions and heard things, we might be saying to them, you need to see a psychiatrist. But I want to take a look at what it's saying in Acts, and I want to try to relate it to some of our experiences. Back in May, do you remember the wildfires sweeping through Arizona? And areas, acre upon acre, being decimated. How many of you were here during the wildfires that shut down Flagler County about 15, 20 years ago? Evacuated the whole county. And as you drive up 95 today, what do you see happening around some of those burned trees that are still there? There's new growth. There's new life. Just last week in Nebraska, a tornado touched down. The roaring of the wind, if you will. Or, if you were here in 2004, as 4 hurricanes swept through this area, the winds that shook our homes. That's our experience of fire and of wind. And if you really look at what the scriptures are saying, they say like, as if. Because they couldn't explain what happened to them, they had to try to put it in human terms. But what they were trying to say to us is that these forces of change in nature that bring about new life, new growth, rebuilding, is what they experienced at that Pentecost. As the Spirit of God came down upon them and changed them completely. Normally we talk about change in the scriptures as 40. That number 40 keeps coming in. The flood, the Exodus, 40 days of Lent. There were 40 days from Easter to the Ascension, and another 10 to get us to Pentecost. Clearly, the apostles were trying to say to us that the Spirit of God, when it moves upon us, it changes us completely. We are no longer who we were, but we are a new creation in Christ. And so, as new creations in Christ, we come to this gospel reading. And the Lord is sending them out. He's giving them a mission to do. And just like I spoke to you last week about identifying your mission, hopefully you've had that week to discern and pray about that. God sends us forth from this place today to accomplish His work. It's not my job. It's not Father or Deacon's job. It is all of our jobs. As an apostolic church, we are all charged with spreading that gospel, of bringing others to Christ. And as I told you last week, when necessary, use words. But it is through your actions, what you do for your family, for your friends, for those that you don't know, is what spreads the gospel. And so today, as we celebrate the birthday of the church, we celebrate that gift of the Spirit made manifest in each of our lives through the sacrament of baptism and of confirmation, that has changed us into a people of love.